Prabhuji, I know at one point when you were younger, you wanted to join the army. But life took a very interesting turn for you. Can you tell us how you came to join the spiritual path?
So becoming a monk was not in the plan.
Okay.
As you mentioned, I wanted to be an army officer because that's the kind of life I had always lived with my father, moving from one place to another. And there was, of course, some spiritual environment at home, as you see in North India, because I am from
Hmm.
Himachal Pradesh.
Okay.
But I was a devotee of Shiva, Mother Parvati, Durga, Kali, nothing related to Krishna. So those
Hmm.
seeds were there. However, even when I was very, very small, I used to get this regular vision. And that time I didn't pay much attention to it, where I would see uh, quite often myself in saffron and walking away from home with 2 3 other sadhus. So this was a
Okay.
recurring vision, and at that time I would not pay much attention. And the next thought that would pop up in my head was, no, not now. When I turn 50, then I'll become a sadhu. So once I became a monk, then I actually remembered all this.
Hmm. Hmm.
So as I said, nothing related to Krishna, but everything changed in my second year of engineering college in Maharashtra,
Okay.
where I was walking with one of my friends, and I see a bus parked somewhere.
Hmm.
And I used to really get enamored by bookshops, bookstalls, because I was very deep into tantra, mantra, yantra, or I was trying to pursue that path.
Okay.
So probably if I'm not sitting here, I would be sitting somewhere in the Himalayas.
Acha.
That was the goal eventually, to become a sadhu, live a very secluded life. And I was looking for a guru also. Some mystic perfections I wanted to
Hmm.
acquire, things like that,
Hmm.
those kind of desires. Not even mystic perfections. Of course, I was working on that. I was reading a lot of books, looking for a guru. And then I see this book. I ran up to the bookstall. I thought there'll be some more books based on
Hmm.
Tantra, Mantra, Sadhana. And then I pick up some books. There's nothing related to the stuff which I was looking for. It was only Gita shlokas,
Okay.
some soul, mind stuff.
Huh.
So I just threw the book away. I said, I asked them, do you have a book on Shiva? And he said, no. But then he showed me another book. I said, then I'm not interested. And that was it. So it was a sadhu in white. And next day, it was announced in the college that there would be a seminar on secret of happiness.
Okay.
So it would begin at 3. So we decided that it's a good time because we are not going to attend. College would be off by 3, so we could go and play cricket.
Hmm.
So we were passing by. We crossed that seminar hall, and then suddenly we stopped. Should we attend? Should we not attend? So we were discussing, me and my friends. So we decided we were not going to attend. And as we were exiting the college building, and I was in front, and I suddenly see 2 sadhus, one in saffron, one in white,
Okay.
walking into the building. And suddenly these words came out. I had never met them, and I had no idea that these sadhus are connected to the sadhu we met the previous day.
Hmm.
Just subconsciously it came out. Oh, let's just hear from them. I think they speak very good English. And we had no idea that these are the sadhus who are going to take that session. But
Hmm.
it just came out, those words.
Hmm.
And so we all decided to attend. And in the end, they told us that they were planning to start weekly Gita classes, and which was always on my mind, to study the Gita. I
Okay.
wanted to understand what is it
Huh.
all about.
Huh.
So we offered our cottage, and that's how the journey started. Even in college, I had this desire. It was still there, very subtly, but it was there. Even though I had joined this path, in the sense I had
Hmm.
started practicing this path
Huh. Huh.
process, but that desire was subtly still there. And Krishna knows all the desires,
Yeah.
in the deepest desires.
Huh.
And unless he fulfills those desires, how can you surrender fully?
Correct.
So from nowhere, this is a remote college in Maharashtra, and one day we hear the news that 2 army officers have come to the college, and they're randomly interviewing the students
Okay.
from the college, and only 2 people were selected, me and my roommate.
Wow. This is after the first.
After I had connected and I was in college right now,
Okay.
and I thought maybe another chance from Krishna. And that time when we went for the interview, I could hardly connect with that life now. I used to chant. I could not connect with what people were discussing, those boys were discussing. I didn't feel like interacting with them. That's when I realized I'm done with this. So that desire was gone. And once I completed my engineering, then it was just very smooth after that. So by that time, I had fully decided that I was going to join, become a sadhu. It just mainly that was a part of the package actually. But what happened was when we were in the college, so some devotees started coming to our place every week, and they used to get deities pictures, small photos. And as soon as I saw the deities, immediately the words came out, oh, these are the deities that I want to worship.
Okay.
Because they are in Bombay, so I thought let me stay in Bombay at the temple. And becoming a part was a part of the process, but mainly this was the hook. So because the deities are here, so I will stay here, like that. And being a monk was like, it just followed.
Beautiful. But, when I was hearing your story, I was having this thought कि आपने बोला that आपको पता था yes बोलना है, but you still said no. So that makes me wonder, do you feel when you look back that was there a higher power orchestrating what your life path has to be behind the scenes? And then this brings me to the age-old debate, free will versus destiny. क्या हम अपने कर्मों के आधार पे अपनी लाइफ क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, or is it all destined by a higher power?
See, whatever we have received in life, well, the kind of body, family, wealth, the place of residence, life partner, relatives, friends, this is destiny.
Okay.
So this is because of past karmas.
Acha.
But what we do with it is our choice. Like a son may be born in a very wealthy family, and he's supposed to live a very wealthy life, and he's supposed to progress further. But by making some wrong choices at present, he may just spoil everything. So our present karmas define our future. Our past karmas define our present. The results that we are experiencing right now.
Okay.
So yes, things are fixed, but then even if we are destined to go through some pain, but there is a process by which that whole karma can also be counteracted.
Okay.
Because human life is blessed with the ability to make choices.
Okay.
If everything was predestined only, everything just had to happen the way it is supposed to, and so what is the use of our acting in this world, doing anything?
Yes.
So anything that we might have done till the last moment, I mean, everything can change by making a right or a wrong choice at the present moment. So we don't have to live like robots. So whatever choices we have made in the past brings us to the present, and whatever we do now will decide our future. So we are, as they say, we are the products of our choices. And everything can be changed. Even the destiny can change.
Okay.
Yes. But that only God can change, Krishna can change.
Okay.
Because the Bhagavad Gita explains there are 5 factors responsible for accomplishment of any action.
Acha.
And each factor is bigger than the previous one. The first is the person who is doing, who is acting, who is performing that action. And second is the place of action. Kahan wo kiya ja raha hai kaam. That's also very important. Like if you want to meditate, you can't go and meditate in a disco. You have to look for a conducive place.
Yes.
And number 3, the endeavor, effort. It is just one of the factors. Effort is not everything. then effort से भी बड़ा है. Sometimes you see the right person at the right place with the right amount of endeavor, but still he's not getting what he wants. Because the fourth factor is in play, which is destiny. But then there's another factor which is bigger than destiny, and if we can get the favor of that factor, even destiny can change, which is explained in the Gita as the will of God, the grace of God, the will of the providence. And therefore, staying connected to God, staying connected to Krishna is the most practical thing we can do in this world. Because not always things will go the way we want. We want some things, but our karma does not help let us accomplish. So that's where this grace element comes into picture. So human life is very special. Anything can be changed, anything can be rectified, and everything can be spoiled as well. So whatever choices we are making, and what choices we make will depend totally on the association we keep in life.
Lovely. So you know, हम जब गलत होता है तभी हमें याद आता है, and we are always like, God, why me?
Right.
जब अच्छा हो रहा होता है we never we forget to thank God.